Hey guys, welcome to my channel all about architecture. So today we are going to study on the topic called building materials. So today we are going to study about a important topic, that is building materials, which has more weightage. So today is class 3. So guys, I have tried to cover maximum topics related to building materials which can occur in different recruitment exam and gate exam. The materials which are important, I'll just note them out. First we'll study about brick, concrete. In concrete we'll study about cement, water, aggregates, timber, sand. In aggregate, sand will come. Then we'll study about paint, plywood, glass, steel, other metals, plastic, bamboo, and some earth techniques. So guys, the topics which I have listed down are some of the important topics. I have tried to cover maximum topics in this. These are important. A question can be asked from any of these materials. So let's begin. First we'll study about brick. So guys, brick is very commonly used materials right now. So let's begin. First we'll study about brick. So guys, brick is very commonly used materials right now. They are used for walls, columns, roof, pavings. They are even used as coarse aggregate for concrete. For concrete. Concrete work in foundation. Usually we found this coarse aggregate in foundations. The main advantage of brick is that we do not require dressing, and the art of laying bricks is so simple that the bricks work can be carried out with the help of unskilled laborers too. So guys, according to IS 1077, there are two types of bricks. One is modular brick, the other one is non-modular. Usually the modular bricks are standard sized brick and they are denoted by YUM. YUM means 100 mm. This is an important term. You have to remember once the question was asked on this too. For this modular brick, the actual size is 190 mm into 90 mm into 90 mm. But the nominal size which we get is 200 mm into 100 mm into 100 mm. that is 2m into 1m into 1m, length into breadth into height. So this is about modular brick. For non-modular brick, these are not standard bricks, but these are widely used. Actual size for this brick is 230 mm into 110 mm into 70 mm. But what we get in market is like 230 mm into 115 mm into 75 mm. So these are different types of bricks. So next is test for bricks. So the first test they do is absorption test. In this, what they do is they take a dry brick. This dry brick, and they immerse this brick in water. And after 16 hours, they check the brick weight. The brick should not weigh more than 20%. If it has absorbed a lot of water, more than 20%, this means that the brick is not suitable or not a good quality brick. Example, consider like this brick is of 10 kg. It should increase till 12 kg itself. It should not exceed more than this, like 15 or 20 kgs. Absorption usually depends upon the porosity. So the next test is crushing strength. So in crushing strength, what they do is they take a brick and keep it under compression testing machine. They compress the brick in this, and they press the brick in such a way that it should break. According to DIS, the minimum crushing strength of brick should be 3.5 Newton mm square. If it is 3.5 Newton mm square, it is graded as A grade. If the crushing strength exceeds 3.5 and goes till 14 Newton meter square, it's graded as AA. Crushing strength is nothing but compressive strength. Compressive strength of a brick. If it's below 3.5, then the grade decreases to B, C, D alphabetically. Next test is hardness. Usually the hardness test is a scratch is made on the brick surface with the help of a fingernail. If no impression is left on the surface of the brick, it is treated to be sufficiently hard. Shape and size. The shape should be proper rectangular with sharp edges. And size should be, as we have discussed in modular bricking, it should be almost that size. Next is soundness. Soundness is also one of the important site test in which two bricks are taken and they are struck with each other. The brick should not break and a clear ringing sound should be produced. Then the brick is called a good quality brick. Next is efflorescence. Due to presence of salt and alkalis, a white powdery substance is occurred on a brick due to some salts. So if there is presence of this white powder thing on the brick, this means that the strength of the brick is decreased, is less. So these are some of the tests carried out usually on the sites. So there are different grades of bricks. Like class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. Usually first class bricks are table mounted and have a standard shape and they are burnt in clints. Table molded. Standard shape. Burnt in kiln. And these are usually used for superior work of permanent nature. Superior work. And the cost of this is also high comparing to other classes. Cost is high. Class 2 brick. These are ground molded. They are also burnt in kiln. The surface of this brick is somewhat rough and the shape is slightly irregular. These type of bricks are usually used where plaster is required. After construction, the coat of plaster is required. If you are not doing plaster, then you can go with class 1 bricks. For class 3 bricks, these are ground molded, but these are burnt in clamps. These are also rough and irregular like class 2. And the soundness of this brick is very dull when they are struck together. Dull sound. And these type of bricks are usually used for unimportant and temporary work, structurers. For class 4 bricks, these are usually overburnt bricks. They are irregular in size and usually dark in color. Usually they are used as coarse aggregate in foundation, aggregates in foundations, roads, etc. The main thing of class 4 brick is that as they're overburnt, the brick have a compact structure, and hence they are sometimes found to be more stronger than first class bricks. If we see, the cost of this class 4 is really less. Cost is very less compared to class 1. So these are different types of different grades of bricks. So next we'll study about different forms of brick. So one is round-ended. Usually these are in this manner, round at one side at the end. The other is scant, which is chamfered at one end. The other one is double cant. This is chamfered at both ends. Next is compass. Usually these are normal shape. Next is coping. Usually we found this type of coping on compound or fencing walls. This is coping. The other thing is queen closer. These are usually different cuts. We can even say cuts of brick rather than forms. In queen closer, the brick is cut in half. This portion is called as queen closer. Next is king closer. In king closer, the brick is cut in such manner. So this part is cut. So rest part is called as king closer. In this much part is cut, and the remaining part is called as beveled closer. Other is metered closer. Okay, this part is usually cut, so it is beveled closer. In metered closer, this much part is cut. So remaining part is metered closer. And the round end is also called as bull nose. We have other nose, that is cow nose. In this, both the ends are curved. So it is cow nose. So these are different forms or cuts of brick. Many of the time these questions have been asked in exams. So it's an important topic to be revised. Next is brick orientation. Brick orientation, we have different types of brick orientation. Like if we consider this as a brick, We have a small thing over here. Usually they write the company's name. These are called as frog. It's called as frog. Okay. The different orientations of brick are structure, in which the brick are placed on its length side. Next is header. In header, this part is highlighted. In this manner, the bricks are placed. This type of laying of brick is called as header. Header course, we can even say that. Sailor is also, usually we have learned more about structure and header. There are different orientations too, like sailor. The bricks are laid on their height. Here the frog comes. In this, the frog comes here. And this frog comes here. Next is soldier. In soldier, the bricks are faced on this portion, as we can see. It has like minimum width. We can find the frog over here. In this, the frog is placed in front. In this manner. We have frog here. Next is rowlock. The frog is placed in this. The bricks are placed in such a way the frog comes on this face. Ask the question in such a way that what if you turn the bricks, sailor brick in 90-degree, you'll get soldier. If you turn shiner to 90-degree, you'll get rowlock. If you turn structure to 90-degree, you'll get header. Like rotating the angles of these bricks. So next we'll study about brick composition. So the main ingredient for brick is silica, that is sand, which contains about like 55% of volume of brick. Next is alumina, that is clay, which contains about 30%. Next is ferrous oxide, also called as iron oxide, which is about 8%. Next is magnesia, that is about 5%. We have lime, almost of 1%. Next is some of the organic compounds. Components, that is almost about 1%. These are some of the brick compositions. Silica, it is present in maximum amount. This provides brittleness to the brick. Alumina is mainly used for the plasticity, or we can say for ease of moldability. And even for smooth finish, we require alumina or clay in the brick. Ferrous oxide is usually provided to provide reddish color to the brick. They may ask questions like, why is ferrous oxide used in brick? So you can answer to provide red color. Magnesia, usually it is provided and it gives yellowish color to the brick, and even it acts as a catalyst to decrease the temperature after it's burnt. So these are different components of bricks and its properties. So next we'll study about stone. So there are different types of rocks in which we will get different types of stones. Like in igneous rock, we get basalt, granite, trap, syenite, diorite, etc. In sedimentary, we get laterite stone, limestone, sandstone, shale. Next is metamorphic. In this we'll get slate, gneiss, marble, etc. Usually igneous rocks are formed by solidifying lava or magma. Sedimentary stones are like accumulation of small particles under pressure form sedimentary stone. So only sandstone, limestone are included in this. Even the laterite. These are all small sand particles which are pressurized to form a rock or stone. Metamorphic are sedimentary plus igneous, transferred under high pressure, high pressure to form metamorphic.